Guilty pleasure movie time. Red one. And wait. Does red one qualify for a guilty pleasure movie? Okay, look. Let's talk about the definition of a guilty pleasure movie real quick when it comes to me. See, I think of guilty pleasure movies. Matter of fact, I think of movies just like I think of, say, art, because it is. Whether we like a movie or a piece of art is all subjective, right? You got certain pieces of art that everybody's familiar with. Think of the piece of art from Good Times, or like the Mona Lisa or something like that. Everybody's familiar with that. Everybody, that's what I consider a really good movie, right? Everybody's familiar with it. Everybody agrees this is something that everybody should have, right? Then you got those other pieces of art where you be like, hey, you know what? There is absolutely no way in the world I'm gonna hang that in my house. And nah, I'm not finna hang that in my house. I don't even, right. Then you have, just like you have movies like that. Like, I'm not finna go see that movie, right? But then you have a bunch of different other movies in between those spectrums. And what does a guilty pleasure movie, what is that? A guilty pleasure movie is a piece of art, right? That you and a niche few of your other people, or people around the world, and they other little parts of, society, really can appreciate. You'll put it in your basement, your homies come down and be like, oh snap, man, because right, okay. So what kind of movie is that? What kind of movie is a niche movie that's a guilty pleasure movie? First of all, to qualify as a guilty pleasure movie, it has to be rewatchable. Okay, so that's why Red One, either one of those is not on my guilty pleasure movie list, right? It has to be rewatchable. That's the first thing. Now, the second thing about guilty pleasure movies, right? And this is important. They usually have followings. They usually have, little cult groups and stuff like that. Small groups of people who are truly loyal and follow it. Think of movies like the Rocky Horror Picture Show, or Clue, or The Room. Think of movies like that, right? Or Plan 9 from Outer Space. Movies like this, these people who really like these types of movies, these little niche fan groups, they also do things like have like dress up, LARPing, role playing, things like that. That's usually goes along right with guilty pleasure movies, right? That's the second thing, right? So the first thing is gotta be rewatchable. Second thing is, it's usually a group of small niche of people, man, who all get together, man. They can recite all the lines and everything like that. They got their little cosplay downstairs in groups that they all go LARPing in, and that's the thing. Now, the third thing is, it's got to be entertaining and quotable for you and your friends or the people that you're LARPing with, right? That's the important thing. So when I talk about guilty pleasure movies, it's not that the movie is bad. It's just that this movie has a little niche of people who truly love it.